Hey guys, if you're looking for help with your Amazon business in terms of troubleshooting or strategy, visit sellersessions.com/consultancy or drop me a message to danny@sellersessions.com. Hey guys, welcome back to Seller Sessions. Today I bring back Paul Harvey. Hey Paul, how you doing?
Hey Danny, good and yourself?
Yeah, good. I just wanted to chat with you about a few other Amazon things that have been cropping up. It was interesting when we were speaking off call. Talk us through the situation you had with indexing. Obviously, that's been a big subject recently.
Yeah.
So, do you want to walk it through us from
So
South Africa to the US?
Yeah. So pretty much what happened is that it's my first time launching products where I'm now actually located in South Africa. I didn't think that would be a big issue. But what happened was that I launched two products. And I noticed one of them I'm indexed perfectly and the other product, not at all. And I use I think it's SentryKit, keyword checking software. And SentryKit would say, my keywords over here. I say, great. I would go and look for it myself. I could never find those products. And then I would type the normal indexing trick. I type the ASIN and then the keyword to see what page I'm on or see if I'm indexed. And it would never, ever come up. Yet all the keyword tools are telling me I am. And this is a bit of a concern because I'm already sending traffic to my listings. And if I'm not indexed and then I'm sending traffic to it, I'm not sure if that's a really good idea. So first get indexed and then send traffic. And that's the best opportunity, the best idea, I thought. And then pretty much after a 3 to 4 hour phone call with their support, and they took me through all the levels of support, I got to the captive team and spoke to a guy there that sorted me out. And he said to me, randomly, okay, so right now, tell me, I can hear by your accent. Where are you right now? So I said, I'm in South Africa. He goes, that's the issue. Like, what do you mean? He says, there were two products. And the one product had an FBA shipping template that was only US, and the other one was worldwide. So what that meant was, if you search on Amazon.com for my product, you would only see the product that had the FBA shipping template that's set for worldwide. The product that had only US shipping plan meant that it would not show up in the search results. That's why every time I searched from South Africa, it would not work. I could not find my product because the address on Amazon, when I go into Amazon.com, it defaults to my buyer account, and my buyer account says South Africa. I then changed my address there from South Africa to the US address, and I used Beverly Hills 90210 because it's the only US postcode I know by heart. I changed that, and then I never thought all those series actually make a difference for me and help me, but in this case.
Yeah.
I changed the postcode to 90210 and then changed it and then I did my search and then they all popped up. I was like, this was ridiculous because this took me 3 days to figure out. I mean, I thought I wasn't indexing. I put a hold on all my promotions, my countless courses, so support. The issue was simply geo-targeting. That's all it was.
Yeah. No, it's interesting. That's, because that kind of takes somebody like, I was going to swear then, I was going to say brain F off the table, but it's nice that. But you said like being in South Africa, isn't the captive team or any of the support team over there very, very good, aren't they? Like that we got Ireland that are pretty damn good here in the UK.
Yeah, and then just a heads up, if ever you speak to a South African in their support, because we're a fun-loving bunch, just mention to us how awesome our weather is, and mention to us how hard the politics are in South Africa. Even if you don't know what we're talking about, mention those two things. I can guarantee.
Yeah,
that's the African.
You get a Christmas card.
Exactly. I mean, I had one client who the coupon code went viral, and they had about $4,000 in Amazon cost to pay up. But she got to us, the African person, and then pretty much cried, and then I told her what to say. She kind of cried a little bit and then said, "Oh,
can you turn on the tears as well?" Then, like, can you?
Say again, sorry?
Give us an impression of you crying on the phone. Can you cry? I'm only joking. I'm going to spare you. Yeah.
But no, is that if you speak to South Africans, I try to get through to them because I can speak their lingo and generally much more helpful. But anyway.
Sounds good. Couple of things I wanted to broach this week. One was, it wasn't a problem, this is straightforward, but subscribe and save, which I'll go into first. Then after that, Amazon Warehouse deals and negative reviews. I want to talk about that. But let's go with subscribe and save. I'm not sure we mentioned it on the program before. But very straightforward to set up if you haven't set it up before. One little warning though is with the subscribe and save is just to be careful. All it is, do a search in the help files, and then you download the spreadsheet Just takes 30 seconds to complete, and then just subscribe and save will be literally launched within a few minutes of setting it up. So that's all right if you've got a product that is consumable, you sell it on a monthly basis, works great. However, don't do your subscribe and save until you've ranked your product, you settled, and you know that is your price point, before you turn that on. Because from my understanding, I've not had that problem myself, but from my understanding, if you start playing around with the pricing after that, you start to lose that, and obviously customers will get upset as well. So that's subscribe and save. That's very straightforward. Now, the other one is on a product I've got is that.
So, Danny, just about subscribe and save.
Yes.
A quick question about that, because I used to just subscribe and save, and I actually turned it off because I kind of noticed it affected my lightning deals, and because I do a lot of outside traffic, it was more of a hindrance than anything else.
Yeah, I think what happens subscribe and save, from my understanding, the way it works is any discounts that you do that are active, say on the listing, or if that person's got the coupon code, they get that plus their 5% if they're doing monthly, because it's a fixed, from my understanding. I haven't gone deep into it. I just put it on because, you work out the convenience factor as recurring revenue, and you haven't got to go and acquire that customer multiple times. They'll come back and utilize that, and it's 5%. I think there's a higher version if you're doing in higher multiples, but if someone's ordering on a monthly basis, it works at 5%. But I think what happens is any discount you apply, they get that plus the 5%.
That makes sense.
That's my understanding on how it works. I don't personally do lightning deals. I mean, I don't nowadays see the benefits of them other than shifting old stock, I suppose. But then you wouldn't have your subscribe and save running if you're trying to empty out your inventory and get rid of it, are you? So,
agreed.
But one of the interesting things, I know that we can't get round of it, but I do like to play with Amazon from time to time. So I want to just quickly talk about the warehouse deals, which you've got no real control over. So I had a little bit of fun with seller support, as you can from time to time. And what happened was
what level of support did you get to?
The front line. You've always got to go with the front line. The guys who's been in the seat for about 2.5 days. So them guys there. So, you email them and they come back. And so I said to them, look, Amazon's selling warehouse deals on the listing. I've had to purchase the product so other people do not buy it. I then get an email back and say, sorry, sir, I've taken a look at your listing. There's no Amazon warehouse deal. And I'm like, well, if you read the message, I actually purchased it. And so then what I had to do is to show screen grab. So I bought this product, I think it's the second or third time in the last 2 months that it's gone onto a warehouse deal.
And what account did you use to buy it?
I'll use my my buying account, the standard buying account that's associated to my seller account. So I'm able to buy that product. So it's not a problem as I thought it could have been, but it's not a problem. So I bought that, and I'll buy it through the business because then it's deducted as an expenditure, which I'll get into in a moment. So I've done that. I've sent it back to them. Then I've had to, as I said, do the screen grab to show them. Then they've come back to me and obviously said, once transferred, the units may be listed by Amazon deal. The process, unfortunately, cannot be changed. So they showed me the inventory adjustments and the reimbursements and stuff like that. So with the amount they'd knocked off and the price that you paid for it and the reimbursement, you're not out by much, but it's just a pain in the backside. And what I then did is once I sent the messages off, there was a knock at the door. Amazon turns up with the product, right? And the product is buckled where it's been so tightly shrink wrapped, right? It looked like an absolute sack of shit. And it had these big, ugly stickers over it. And so I thought, you know what? I'm going to take some pictures. And then and this is to cover myself, So the whole point was, I'll send you an email back with these pictures and say, well, what happens if I get negative reviews? So let's have a look here. It says, please look at the images attached. We spend a lot of time making our products premium. As you can see, they're covered in labels and the box is buckled where the limited care has been taken in shrink wrapping, making it look really tacky. Is there no way of marking this as damage and we pay for it? Thank you for your message. I understand this is transferred to Amazon warehouse deals. For clarity, could you confirm what happens if the buyer leaves a negative review because you've sold as open box? Will you be able to take responsibility and remove the review? I know they're not going to be able to do that because it's just pointless, but I just done it purely for my own entertainment, just in case I've got an interesting answer back, which was quite interesting. So, good day, Danny. So maybe he's from Australia, mate. Sean here from the FBA team. Thank you for your correspondence. With regards to warehouse deals, buyers are aware that the unit may not be in the most prestige condition and products are not sold as brand new. Having viewed the image, I do acknowledge that the packaging is effective. It says, when a unit is distributor damage by a partner carrier warehouse damage, Amazon takes responsibility and issues you with the respective reimbursement. The item will be then reviewed and deemed if it's eligible for sale. In this case, the units were considered worthy of sale. Once a unit is reimbursed by Amazon, it's almost as if Amazon bought the unit and decided how best to use the product. Well, thank you, Amazon. Cheers for that. I understand this is your brand and you would like to ensure its reputation is held in the highest of light and ensure that Amazon do not intend to tarnish the brand's image. Therefore, as mentioned, when it becomes a warehouse deal, customers are aware of the potential defects. This is the interesting bit. The likeness of a negative review is seldom to the physical condition of the unit, but more based on the context of the product's intended use and purpose. Having said that, the physical condition does not meet the requirements for the customer to leave negative feedback, as there are many scenarios by which the packaging may be affected, such as during carriage, delivery, or other transport services. In such situations, most likely the buyer requests for a refund. Should there be a situation where review removal is required, it will be based on the context of the product review. That's your get out of jail free card. Well, that means that review will never, ever, ever get removed. So it says, follow the set of guidelines where the product review team uses. They will determine if the review will be eligible for removal or not. This is where Amazon will go dark on you after 15 emails, and even the captive team will not remove it. I've got more chance of seeing a Loch Ness monster than getting a 1-star removed. So it's quite hard, you know. I basically said to them, look, I'm more than happy to eat the costs. Just don't put it out there. Destroy it, throw it in the bin. I don't want you to put it into the marketplace. But there is no control over that. So anyone who wants to understand what I've been through here is pretty straightforward. I knew that I weren't going to win, but I wanted to see what the movement was, and then maybe I could use this email in the future and say to them, look, I've had this conversation before, and that can be used as evidence if a negative review was left based on buckled packaging from the shrink wrap.
But also, though, I mean, if let's say you left a negative review, it would be a verified review. How would the seller know that that review came from a warehouse deal?
Well, that's the thing. We don't know that, do they? Unless they mention on there that I bought this and it had ugly stickers on there, big yellow stickers, then I know it's going to be a warehouse deal.
And so, I mean, it's pretty much Amazon just making life harder for us.
Yeah. So that's an interesting one because, you know, I'm saying, look, I'll eat the costs. I don't care how many of them. Break them, throw them in the bin. I don't give a shit. But don't give them out to customers because they spent a lot of time on the packaging to look right, not for you guys to shrink wrap it in that way, you know. But obviously it falls on deaf ears. So there's.
And how many units did they take off you?
Oh, it's only a handful of this product. That's what I mean. It's rare, but the thing is, one review counts for a lot, doesn't it? In the current climate, yes. I'd rather not have the negative review. Like I'm preempting it. It's like prevention rather than the cure. But obviously, with the way that Amazon's structured, it's one of those. It falls between the stools. You've got no control over it. So, any more gripes from you?
I mean, with Amazon selling, there's always a gripe every day. I think it's best to stay positive.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's not a biggie because it hasn't happened yet, but I thought this would be a good little scenario for people out there to look into this and take into consideration. So the way I'm using it now is that because there's not much damage has come up on these units, which is good, the way I see it is that every time I see a warehouse deal flags up, I'm just going to buy it and return it back into stock if it's not damaged or back into the factory to repackage, you know?
And do you have alerts set up so that you know when there's a warehouse deal?
Yeah, it's called a VA.
Well said.
Yeah. So no, that's all taken care of. Is there anything you want to quickly add before we go?
No, I think you hit the nail on the head there. The problem with the warehouse still is that just you never know where stock ends. And what's crazy is that a lot of the eBay sellers get their stock from Amazon. So sometimes you chase down these eBay sellers saying, why do you have my stock? Because you shouldn't have in the first place.
Yeah,
And they say, no, legally we can because we got it from Amazon.
yeah.
There's not much you can say to that.
No, exactly. I'm going to be doing a show on that soon about eBay sellers that are scraping your listings and selling on eBay. Some good little hacks there to take them out of the game, but that's going to be saved for another episode. So, Paul, how can people reach you?
So the best way to reach out to me is go to my Facebook group. It's FBA Renegades. And then second of all, if you want to see our software, which is messenger software, it's sellerchatbot.com.
Cool. Guy, thanks for joining us. Paul, thanks for joining us. If this is your first time, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you again in the next few days. Take care.